Okay, here it is. The painted build of the real entry grade Strike Gundam, the painted version of the kit, of course, from Gundam Base, and option part set number 1 and option part set number 2, which allowed me to make the AL Striker Pack, the Launcher Striker Pack, and the Sword Striker Pack. All painted. All done. Before we put it together, let's look at this kit again, now that it's been painted. And this has all been painted using the Kaleido Colorworks paint, the one that's being offered by Gallery. I have a link on my channel here for those who are interested in getting it. And if you use my promo code StriderPrime, you'll get a 10% off discount. And this paint came out very, very smooth and nice. Hold on a second, let me zoom in. Let me zoom in a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, this came out really nice. Now, I didn't paint certain things like maybe the center from here and back here. There's this little part here that could have easily painted. This could have been easily painted, of course. I didn't do it. That and the fact that you're not going to see it with the backpack on. But yeah, the self-leveling of the paint of the Kaleido's cool white came out really nice. I could have easily gone using another tone of color in the white, because there is like an off-white color, but I said no, this will be simple enough. The red is nice and pretty, you know, especially on this. And I didn't want to like assemble this kit again because you guys seen it already. Now, something happened, and I don't know if I did something wrong. This part here is way loose, and I don't know what could have happened. I don't think the connection broke or it got worn out that quickly. But what am I going to do? You know, I can't do anything now. I'm not going to open this up because that was hard to remove. This was very, very difficult, so I'm not going to do it again. But yeah, the color, it's very, very good. And I did not use any varnishes on it, except for this, which is still the it's still the matted color tone. I think I may do matted on the whole thing just to play it safe, but yeah, it's alright. This is fine. Oops, and this light came off. There we go. Make sure it's nice and tough. There we go. And then the launcher gun looks very good. That's very nice. Then we have the sword, which I decided to use purple and not light blue. I think that would be that was pretty nice. I could have easily, you know what? I have light blue from Vic Hobby, which I could have used this even, but I had a bit of an issue with airbrushing with that paint, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. But this is fine. There's a little scarring there, but another mark that I thought was not part of it, but I was not going to be showing it. But it is what it is. So the detail part here for the shoulder, which I can easily put on the shoulder for this. And yeah, you could take this off if you like and put the other part in there for the boomerang effect. But I'm not doing that either. It is like that. And even though this will be permanently a fixture for this, I cannot open this because the whole structure here broke apart. But I did paint the inside of this first gray, then masked it off, and then painted the remaining color tone. And then this one came out really nice. This part, I was having a hard time pushing it in. I didn't know And I was like, wait, why is it not going in there? And I was like, all right, I'm not gonna stress this part. You know, this one I have to take it apart to put it on the shoulder there. But yeah, that is okay. With the little minigun right there. Yeah, so you can make the perfect strike Gundam with the real grade parts there. This is cool. And people were asking me, are you going to get the high grade version? And I go, no, this is fine. I'm not even getting the real grade because that's a nightmare to build. I remember building the real grade Strike Gundam a long time ago. I wasn't too happy with that. With the Ale pack as well. And I know there is I believe, a real grade version of it, but I'm not going to go through hoops to get in that kit. Hell, the only thing I'm going to go through hoops for is probably the master grade version, and if I see a good deal on the perfect grade version, that'll be great. But I have a perfect grade Strike Gundam, which I could easily use that if Bandai decided to release the add-ons for the perfect grade Strike Gundam to make it the perfect strike, but they haven't done that yet. And then, of course, speaking of the Ale pack, here it is. This part is a little bit weird. It keeps moving like this. I don't like it. It's annoying as hell. It'll stay if you don't do nothing or maybe glue it on. But you have wings that open up like that. This one came out nice. The energy packs. Yeah, the black and the red came out excellent on this. Okay, so I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to oh, wait. I got to find my base. So give me a minute while I find my base so I can attach that to this kit. Okay, so I got the base right here. But first, let's prepare this. We will begin with the backpack. This is actually simple. Push it in there. It'll stick like that. That's good. This one should go in easily. Like that. And if not, I may have to push it in. Now, let me take this away. Oh, don't tell me I have to actually... Oh, we're going to try it anyway. Come on. All right. If I break this, then we know it was my fault. So is it supposed to be in way like that, or... No, I think, yeah, these notches go in there, not realizing it. After the fact that I just glued it and then sanded it down and then painted it over. And this one doesn't want to go in there. How do I fix this? Maybe if I turn this one off. And do that first. Now take... Oops, the other way. That goes in there. See, that one goes in there fine, but... Let me see if I do this. Did it go in? Can't tell. It looks like it went in, but I still don't know how much stress I can do on this. Alright, now let's see if we can do it. Like, put these on. Okay, I think I got it. And that one goes in there like that. Yeah, I didn't clearly see that this is probably a requirement to pop this out and slide it in there. But I am not going to fret over that. It's in there, it's done. Let's now move on to the next one. Now this one is easy. Pop this out. Slide that in like that. Put this one on. There we go. Good. Now, I think I have to take this. Okay, gotta take that off anyway. Put this one here. And then we take this, put that one there. Good. Put this one back where it was. Excellent. Now, I can probably squeeze that in there without popping that out, but it's going to come out anyway. And this one was coming out a lot when I was pre-assembling this, and fortunately, I painted the part. This one now I have to open up. Let's see if the paint will stick to this. If not, I'm gluing it on because this is not going to be... Okay. So that's fine, that's fine. And then we take this. We put you back... I knew that was going to come off. Oh, that was actually on the arm. On the sword. Can I take this and put you here? Yeah, I think I can do that. Bring that around. Put this here. Good. Then I knew that was... You know what? I'm going to take you off from there. Then I'm going to put you there. This keeps coming... Like the last time, this thing keeps coming off. Bring it around. Like that. Put you here. Then we grab the sword. I'm gonna put you here. Wait a minute. Oh, that part came off from there. I'm not gonna go crazy over that now. I'll do it later. There we go. Okay, now take you, put that there, and there we go. There we go. There we go. And that, there you go. Okay, guess what? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Thank you. Take this. You are glued. And if I have to glue the sword, I will. Here you go. Okay, there you are. Oops. I was going to actually get it to stand up on its own, but with the added weight of everything that you see here, the rifle, the ale pack, and all that stuff, it's a cluster F. It's crazy. Mulaflaga must have been saying to himself, "Oh, I can't wait to pilot this," and then he goes, "Jesus, what's with all the stuff I'm putting on? It's ridiculous." But there you go. Perfect Strike Gundam entry grade is now assembled and complete. Now, this looks good. This looks really good. It looks good because I have a stand on it. And it looks good because I glued on some of the parts. It looks good because I painted it. And it looks good because it is. My final thoughts on this is that, yes, it can be done. You can make the perfect strike, as you could see right there. But I'm going to literally say, build it and have it as a display. Don't paint it and expect a lot, because there's a lot of work here. Remember, this is technically a cheap kit of the mobile suit. I mentioned before, the high grade version is a little bit better, maybe a little bit more stable and more maneuverable. It's probably a lot thicker and a little bit more range of motion. You're going to pay a little bit more. As a matter of fact, I think the Gundam Planet, which of course all these parts I gotten from, except for the Gundam based version of the Strike, has the high grade kit over there. As a matter of fact, I'm heading over there on the page to my right. Let me see, HG Perfect Strike. STRIKE. Enter. Yes, as a matter of fact, $23 for the high grade R17 Perfect Strike Gundam. And if you're into the battle log line, the Build Divers battle log, for another $5 more, you can get the Perfect Strike Freedom Gundam, if you like. They have that. They don't have, unfortunately, the option part sets that I utilize for this kit, but it can, there's going to be restocks, of course, so you can get it at their store or any other place if you feel like it. This is technically for those who are a fan of the Strike Gundam. I've been a fan of Strike Gundam from the beginning when the series came out. Yes, I like Freedom and Strike Freedom, but I like this one because it was the original one that we remembered. It is a much more it looks a lot better, and if you look at the high grade and master grade version of this kit, and the perfect grade, of course, it would have been nice if they would have made a 148 scale, mega scale for this. This would be better. And I've had in the past the original 160th scale Strike with the weapon set to make the perfect Strike. So It didn't have the energy pack in the back, but still, you can get away with it to a certain degree. That's a rare kit for those who don't. If they have it, congratulations. I don't have it anymore. I sold it, and this was before YouTube, of course. But that's a rare kit. That is a very, very rare kit if anybody grabs their hands on it, or if they have it in storage and sell it or something, whatever. And of course, there is the perfect grade, perfect strike Gundam. But if you cannot get none of that, you can get this, and you can paint it. But if you want to paint it, that's totally up to you. If not, just leave it the way it is. It looks good as is. But with the painted version of this kit, it looks alright. And so I like to thank Gundam Planet, of course, for having the option part set. Wish I can thank them for them having the Strike Gundam, but they didn't have the base version. That one I've had for a long time when I went to Comic-Con. I'd like to thank Gallery for sending me their Kaleido paints for me to use and test, and I'm going to continue testing them out and see what cut's going to look good on this. And of course, you can get them on my channel or on Gundam Planet. But if you want to go to Gallery's.com site, use my promo code and get a good discount. With that being said, I'd like to thank you guys all for watching, and what can I say but stay tuned for more Gundam models and Gundam customs coming soon. You guys all have a great day.